Hello everyone, welcome back to Rims English. Today we will practice more WH questions. This is part 2. In my previous video, I showed 5 WH questions. Today we'll practice 2 WH questions. In our day-to-day conversation, WH questions are very much important. If we do not know how to make WH questions, we cannot communicate with others. So if you haven't watched my previous video, I recommend you to watch that one. Today we'll practice 2 WH questions with how and which. At first, I'll show you the use of how. There are actually 4 uses of how. In 4 different ways, we can make WH questions. One by one, I'll show you. Just please stay with me till the end. How asks about manner or the way something is done. The structure is how plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb, and at the end, the other part of the sentence, and question mark will be there. I hope you know about auxiliary verb. If you do not, please watch my video on auxiliary verbs. Now let me give you the examples. I went home from school by bus. Here, the highlighted part is by bus because it is showing the manner or the way how you went home. So the question will become, how did you go home from school? Now let me explain. As per the structure, there will be how in the beginning, and after that there will be auxiliary verb. So the verb was given went. That's why we have to use past auxiliary verb did. And subject was given I, but when you are making the question, I is becoming you. And past verb was given there. We will use the present verb, that is go. And the other part of the sentence, home from school. So the question is becoming, how did you go home from school? One more sentence. He learned English by practicing. So by practicing is highlighted. It is showing the way or the manner. So we can write the question, how did he learn English? In the beginning, there is how coming. After that, the past auxiliary verb, because in the sentence, past form of the verb is given learned. That's why we will use the past auxiliary verb did. And after that, the subject. He is given as the subject. Verb was given learned, but we will write the main verb learn and other part of the sentence English. So the question is, how did he learn English? Now let me show you the second use of how. It asks about quality or condition of something. The structure is how plus be verb or the main verb plus subject plus other part of the sentence, and at plus there is question mark. If you watch my video of auxiliary verb, there you will get be verbs. Let me again tell. Be verb means am, is, are, was, were. Now let me give you examples. She is not feeling well. So feeling well is highlighted because it is showing the condition, its physical condition. How is she feeling? She is not feeling well. The question will become, how is she feeling? In the beginning, there will be how, and is given. Is working as the be verb or auxiliary verb here. And subject is she. We will write she after the auxiliary verb. And the verb was given feeling. We will write feeling because this is a continuous tense. So how is she feeling? Steve's exam was good. Here, good is highlighted because it is showing the quality of the exam. So how was Steve's exam? How is coming in the beginning of the sentence as per the structure. After that, the main verb is coming. Steve's exam was good. In this sentence, there is no other verb given. So the auxiliary verb was is working as the main verb here. And after that, we'll write the subject, Steve, and other part, exam. So how was Steve's exam? Now, let me show you rule 3 of using how. Asks about level, degree, extent of something in the case of adjectives. The structure is how, after that adjective is coming, then auxiliary verb comes, then the subject comes, and at last the other part of the sentence and question mark. Now let me give you example. Her lessons are very helpful. So here, very helpful is marked. And you know, helpful is working as the adjective here. So the sentence will become, how helpful are her lessons? So here, lessons are given. It is given in the plural form. So at the beginning, there will be how. After that, the adjective will come. As I mentioned earlier, that helpful is the adjective in this sentence. So we will write helpful after how, and then we will write the verb. Here, are is working as the main verb. After that, the subject, her. We are writing her and other part of the sentence, lessons. So the question is, how helpful are her lessons? He is very brilliant. Very brilliant is marked here because it is showing the adjective. So we will write, how brilliant is he? In the beginning, how, then we will write the adjective. Adjective is here brilliant. So we will write brilliant. After that, the auxiliary or main verb. So here, is working as the main verb. We are writing the main verb and he, the subject, he is here. So how brilliant is he? Now let me show you the fourth use of how. It asks about level, degree, extent of a work or an action when it is adverb. You know, adverb always modifies or describes an action. So the structure is how plus adverb plus auxiliary or modal verb, then the subject, and at last other part of the sentence and question mark comes. So the examples can be, father works very hard. Here, hard is the adverb and it is showing the degree. How hard? Very hard. So we can write, how hard does father work? How is coming in the beginning as per the structure? Then the adverb will come. Here, hard is working as the adverb. So we are writing hard after how. After that, the auxiliary verb. So father works. Father is the third person singular number. That's why we are using does. After that, the subject father. Another part, the verb is work. So how hard does father work? She can work very fast. Here, fast is the adverb because it is showing the extent. So we will write, how fast can she walk? So how. After that, the adverb will come. Here is the adverb fast. So we are writing fast. After that, the modal verb. You know, can is a modal verb. So we are writing can. After that, the subject is coming she. And the verb, main verb is walk. How fast can she walk? Now let me show you the use of which. Which asks about things, place, animals specifically. And there are some words. If you find these words in the beginning of any sentence, the question will obviously start with which. They are this, these, that, those. But not all the time. There are lots of other sentences which do not start with these indicators or the words. But still, we have to make the question with which. Now let me show you the structure. At first, which will come, then noun, then auxiliary verb or modal verb, then subject will come, then main verb and other part of the sentence, and at last there will be question mark. Now let me give you examples. I can write answer number 4. Here, answer number 4, this is showing noun. So the sentence will become, which answer can you write? So it starts with which to indicate answer number 4. After that, noun, we are writing answer. Then the modal verb, can is working as the modal verb here. Then the subject, I is given. But when we make the question, I will become you. And at last, there will be verb write. So which answer can you write? They read in class 5. Here, class 5 is noun. So which class do they read in? Which, after that, there will be the noun class. And as the subject is given they, so we will use do as the auxiliary verb. Then the subject they and the main verb read and other part in. In is preposition here. So which class do they read in? My sister likes junk food. Here, junk food, it's showing the noun. So we will write, which food does your sister like? So which is indicating junk food. After that, we will write the noun, that is food. Then sister is third person singular. So we are using does. You know, when it is third person singular, we take the auxiliary does. After that, my will become your in the question, and sister will come, and then the verb like. So the sentence is, which food does your sister like? This is my book. So here, book is noun. The sentence will become, which is your book? See, I showed you the indicators of which. So there it is starting with this. Obviously, the question will start with which. After which, we will write the auxiliary or the main verb or the modal verb. Here in this sentence, there is no other main verb given. That's why the auxiliary verb is working as the main verb in this sentence. So after which, we will write is as the main verb. Then my will become your, and we will write the noun book. Which is your book? So everyone, I hope your ideas about making questions with how and which are clear now. Practice more and try to use these WH questions in your daily conversation. See you in part 3. Till then, take care everyone.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon.